Good morning, everybody. I'm sorry I'm not here with you today. I'm not feeling so great. So, game plan for the hour. I'm going to take notes on surface area of cylinders, and then you have the next worksheet in your homework packet, okay? Please be good for the sub and help one another out if you get somewhat confused. So, you're doing surface area now of a cylinder, so let's label a few things here. If we look on a cylinder, our base up here, right? This is our base. Label that. What shape is it? Well, it's a circle, right? Why don't we put that? Our base shape is a circle. This would represent here our radius. Put radius there. This green part, the part that wraps around your cylinder, is called our lateral surface. Kind of like how we have a lateral surface with our prisms. It's the same thing here with our cylinder, but it's rounded. And then from top to bottom is just like anything else. That's how tall it is. It's its height. Okay. I think you guys will really like finding the surface area of cylinders because there's a formula that we can just plug and chug into. So they're trying to like show you why this works, okay? If I was in person, I could show you with the little one I have in class, but I'll show you that next week. So if we take our cylinder here and we unravel it, this is what we would get. The lateral area ends up being a rectangle. So the part that wraps all the way around the bases is just a big rectangle. And then we end up with two circles for our base area. There's one. Here's another one. So if we break this down a bit, how do you find the area of one circle? Pi r squared. So we have a pi r squared here and a pi r squared here. So together we would have 2 pi r squareds. And then for our lateral area, this green part, how do you find the area of a rectangle? We know it's base times height, right? But how do I represent this length here? Anyone know? I'm going to tell you it's what we call going all the way around our circle. What do we call that? If you were to walk all the way around our circle, we call that the circumference, right? Do you guys remember how to find circumference of a circle? I'll sing it to you. Ready? Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Circumference is 2 pi r. That's our base times our height of h. So our lateral area would be 2 pi r h. Add those two things together and we get our total surface area. Make sure you have this bottom part here written down because that is our formula. 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. Okay, let's try out an example, folks. So it says, find the surface area of the cylinder. You can do it. So let's start with our base area. Your base area is just 2 pi r squared. So let's look over here. What is our radius? Our radius would be 3. So we can just plug in 3. So 2 pi 3 squared. And now we just simplify this. So I like to leave things in terms of pi till the very end, so we're all getting the same answer. So let's first figure out what's 3 squared. Well, 3 squared is 9, so now we're left with 2 pi 9. And then we can take 2 times 9, which is 18. So now we have 18 pi for our base area. Now we can find our lateral area, which we know is 2 pi RH. And now we just plug in again. So the 2 stays. We know our radius is 3, and it has a height of 4. And now we'll simplify this a little bit here. Drop down that 2 pi. 3 times 4 gives me 12. And then 2 times 12 is 24. So now we know our surface area is when we add our base area and lateral area together. So surface area, I'm going to have 18 pi plus 24 pi for a total of 42 pi. And now you can in your calculator take 42 times 3.14, or if you know where the pi button is, hit 42 pi. Either way, your answer should be about 131.9-ish, or we could go to the nearest whole number, 132 feet squared. So I know it kind of looks like it's a lot of work, but all we did was plug into a formula and simplified. It's not like it was too crazy, right? I hope. All right, let's go to the next page, folks. So same thing here. Looking for surface area. Start with our base area. 2 pi r squared. Let's look. Our radius is 3. So we're going to plug in 2 pi 3 squared. Simplify this now, folks. What is 3 squared? It's 9. Multiply 2 and 9. So we have 18 pi for our base area. Now let's find our lateral area. 2 pi RH is what we're plugging into. Let's see here. 2 pi. Our radius is 3. And our height is 5. Now we're going to simplify a bit. 3 times 5 is 15. Keep simplifying. 2 times 15 is 30 pi. Our total surface area, let's add those pi's together. 18 pi plus 30 pi gives me how many pi's? About 48 pi. So now again, type in your calculator 48 times 3.14, or 48 times the pi button, and it's about 150.8. If you want to do the nearest whole number, 151 inches squared. Okay, another one, just for good measure here. I'm going to help you get started, then I want you to pause the video and try this one on your own. I really do want you to try it. So I want to make sure your radius, it's not 12, right? Your radius would be half of that, so 6. So you guys go in, pause the video right now, follow the work on the last problem, and see if you can get the answer to this one before I do it. So pause the video, try this one. I want to make sure you at least can think of your way through it, and then you can compare your work with mine. Okay? Break. Did you pause the video? I really hope you did. I hope you're not pulling my leg. I hope you tried this on your own. But I'm going to get started. So for my base area, I'm going to plug into 2 pi r squared. We said our radius is 6. And now we simplify. 6 squared is 36. 2 times 36 should give us 72 pi. Lateral area, 2 pi RH. 2 pi, our radius is 6, our height is 10. Simplify here. 6 times 10 is 60. 2 times 60 is 120. Now we can add our base area and lateral area together. For a total of 192 pi, which is approximately 603.2. If you want to be nearest whole number, 603 feet squared. How do we do, folks? Did we get there? Were we close? All right, last one. This should say find the lateral area. I don't know what your note line says surface area here, but we're gonna find lateral area. So we only want the wraparound. So like if this was a can of soup or something, we just want what the label, right? We just want the sides of it. We don't want the top and bottom. Like what part with the label covered. So our lateral area, remember folks, is 2 pi RH. And then we plug into here. 2 pi. Our radius is 1. Our height is 2. Simplify a bit. 1 times 2 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. Pi is approximately 12.6. We round the nearest whole number. 13 meters squared. Excuse me, folks. Oh, man. Okay. Awesome. We did it. So notes are done. Now I need you to find the homework packet. And we are doing the grayish worksheet, the one that's right behind the riddle one we did earlier in the week. It says surface area of cylinders. Surface area of cylinders. It's gray. Should look like this. There we go. I think you guys will be okay on the first page, but let's do, okay, number 8. Let's just say the one we just did in our notes. It says a soup can has a radius of 1.5 inches and a height of 4. Find the area of the label. You're only looking for lateral area. So just like the last one we did in our notes. 2 pi RH. That's all you want. Radius of 1.5. Height of 4. Okay. You just want the lateral area. Okay, I'll let you guys finish that one. 9 is a review, but let's do 10 together because these are hard. Okay, so here we go. It's been a minute since we've done a triangular prism. So our base area, remember, our base is this triangle here. How do you find the area of a triangle? Half base times height. Our base is 8, our height is 6. So 8 times 6 is 48, divided by 2 is 24. So you have 24. Oops. And remember, we have 2 bases, so we have to multiply that by 2. So our base area is 48. Perfect. Now for our lateral area, remember it's the rectangles that build up the wall. So if I trace out this bottom one, what are the 3 side or the 2 numbers I hit? 8 and 5. So 8 times 5 is 40. But now in this one, you don't multiply by 2 for the triangular prism. So there's just one that's that size. So we stop there. Okay, so that was 1. Now we'll do this left wall. And we should get 6 by 5. And we should get 30. And now we'll do the slanted one here. The only problem is here, I know it's 5, but what's the length of this hypotenuse, this slanted long line? We don't know, but we do know how to figure it out. We have a right triangle. How do you find the missing side of a right triangle? We use our favorite formula, the Pythagorean theorem. Duh. Okay, 6 times 6 is 36. 8 times 8 is 64. 64 plus 36 is 100. Square root of 100 is 10. So we just found this length right there to be 10. So now we know it's 10 by 5 for 50. So now our total surface area, add it all up, 48, 40, 30, 50. Oh, math is hard in the morning. Let's see, what do we get here, kids? 168 feet squared. Okay, I'm gonna leave the rest of the time for you to work. Thank you for watching. Be good for the sub or who's ever in here. They're doing me a service since I can't be here. If you finish early, find something quiet to do at your desk. Have a super great holiday or Easter break, whatever you celebrate, whatever you don't celebrate. I will miss you dearly, and I will see you on Tuesday. Be safe, make good choices. Goodbye.